यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य
ओम ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः सर्वोपप्लवरहित प्रज्ञान घन प्रत्यगर्थो ब्रह्माहमस्मि सोहमस्मि ब्रह्माहमस्मि। ओम प्रपन्नपारिजाताय तोत्र वेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। May the Almighty Shri Lord Venkateshwara bestow all kinds of prosperity, health, wealth and eternal happiness with Paripurna Lakshmi Katakshams to you and the entire your family members and friends too. Let us begin Bhagavad Gita, verse number 22 of 10th chapter. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Vedanam Samavedosmi Devanamasmi Vasavah Indriyanam Manaschasmi Bhutanamasmi Chetana. From the verse number 21, Bhagavan Krishna has begun to explore the glories of Ishvara. First, he talks about the glories of Paraloka. And again, there are three kinds of Mahimas: Ihaloka Mahima, Paraloka Mahima and Purana Loka Mahima. So we categorize for our proper understanding. Even Puranas talks about Paraloka. Therefore, we have a kind of clarity and the evidence from the Puranas and the Itihasas. Vedas becomes evident for these Havirbhuk Devatas. As I told you, the Bhagavan Krishna, verse by verse, in these verses he introduces 33 Havirbhuk Devatas. They are very important role to play in our rituals. Shraddha, Tarpana and Yajna, Yaga, Homadis. So all of them are fire-based, water-based rituals. In those rituals, these 33 devatas, 12 Adityas, Ekadasha Rudras and Ashtavasus and Indra Brihaspati. These all together known as 33 Havirbhuk Devatas. So in this verse, in the verse number 21, Adityas, 12 Adityas were introduced. And sun deity have been introduced because that is very important in Sandhya Vandana. And also we saw the glories of the sun deity and the role to play in our understanding in our day-to-day life. And also I request, please read Panchanga and use the calendar how it has to be used. Then Marutam Marichihi Ahamasmi. There is a story, actually Marut Devatas means the Devatas of Vayu. Vayu means it's a force, it's a potential capacity. Even Hanuman, who is considered Vayuputra, therefore the Vayuputra has got the power to travel fast. But here the Marichi means it's a breeze, the beautiful breeze, not the storm. But there are more stories also available according to our Vishnu Purana. The Diti, who was the wife of Kashyapa Rishi, she wanted to have the child in order to kill Indra. Some vengeance, the detailed things we can see in Vishnu Purana. For that she wanted to have a child so that she could able to conquer the Indra. Because where there is power, there is competition. Where there is competitions, all this vengeance, there's taking revenge, avenge, everything comes. Now she wanted to have the child who is very capable. Kashyapa Rishi said, yes, you would get, but you should do tapas for hundreds of years. At least 100 years you should have the tapas with proper attitude, with proper karma. Then she began, she got the child, and the child, the garbha is inside. She has to protect that garbha for 100 years. She did in pakka manner, perfectly. She used to follow all the karmas and all the rituals what to be followed in the form of service, in the form of upavasa, in the form of all other japa, dhyana. All these things were followed thoroughly by her, Diti. So the 100 years yet to be completed in few days. The Indra came to know about it because he is enjoying the power of Indra, because power of Indra is not an easy thing. Indra becomes the king of the heaven. The heaven life is really, it's a heavenly life which is prescribed in the Puranas. The enjoying the power, enjoying the enjoyments, bhoga, it won't allow him to sleep properly, because where there is power, there is a competition. He is always keen, whether somebody is enemy or not. And he is Indra, he could predict an enemy who is in the womb even. Like Kamsa, somebody told, your sister's son will kill you. Then he started killing all the sons. Then Krishna came and he smashed. In the same way, he wanted to kill that baby, but he was not able to come close to her because she is doing all kinds of anusthana. This anusthana, bala has got its own glory. Anusthana means all the rituals, when they are followed properly, so it brings a kind of armor, kavacha. No evil things will come closer. Therefore, he was waiting. So somewhere, if she misses that anushthan, one day she didn't clean her legs before going to the bed. She slept because she was tired enough. Then that was the chance. Indra entered into her womb. Then you need not to feel how can a person, means a power, Indras can enter the womb. Now, there is an example. When the Abhimanyu was listening to Krishna's words, Krishna's word enters into the womb. Your sankalpa, the sankalpa of the parents will enter to the womb and it will affect the child. That is then indication. So that indication Indra could enter. Whether you believe or not, just go through the story. That is what we need now. Then he cut into 7 pieces. But that fetus, that that infant, it didn't die. Then he cut into 7. Then it became 49 in number. The 49 pieces started crying because they become a separate infants. Then he shouted Marodhi. Then becomes Marut Ganaha. This story also told in Vishnu Purana according to our Shastra. Marut means Marut Ganaha. But here Bhagavan Krishna mentions Vayu Devatas. And those people were very powerful people. They were the enemy of Indra. Always they wanted to smash Indra. Therefore Indra always takes shelter of Mahavishnu, either Mahavishnu or Maheshwara. That keeps going, Indras and among these Ditiputras. Aditi means Devas, means the sons of Aditi are called celestial beings. The sons of Aditi is called demons. Okay, that's what the reason why Devas and Asuras, they always competing each other, fighting with each other. So Marichihi Marutam Ahamasmi means among these Vayu Ganaha, I am the breeze, the beautiful breeze, Marichihi. And this Marut Devata becomes a powerful devatas of the rituals even. Nakshatra aham Shashi, that we have seen, because every nakshatra has got Sara. The radiance of nakshatra influence the earth. Then we saw Vedanam Samavedaha Ahamasmi. Vedas are apaurushayam, that we were not able to see. Apaurushayam means what? It was not man-made. So then who made? So Rishis alone wrote the Vedas, and how can you say, Swamiji, it is not man-made? Yes. Though it came through the mouth of Rishis, they could see that, like the gravitational force was seen, actually was not created. The force was there already. So when apple came down, that one understanding, means one intelligent mind could capture that there is a force behind it. We call it Sir Isaac Newton. So who invented gravitation? So gravitation is the force which was there before that invention. In the same way, the Upanishads are factors. Like a gravitational force is a factor. In the same way, so these Upanishads, all these meanings which we get about so many factors around us, within us, and out of our capacity, so all of them are described properly. Brihadaranyaka Upanishad brings so many devatas and so many branches of heavenly life, so many branches of all these sapta heavens, sapta swargas. So all these things are only based on our Shraddha. Otherwise you cannot understand anything. But these devatas are very true. I tell you, I have experienced in my life, because when you perform the ritual with proper prescribed manner, how it has been prescribed by the Shastra, the fruit will be available. When you play even Amrita Varshini Raga, the rain comes, but you should play with a dedication. Our forefathers, they have created, they were very talented people. They could control the source of the creation through music, through mantra, through ritual, which we call it Tantra. Tantra means only rituals. So very famous in Kerala, but in cinema, in TV serial, all these tantras are shown in nonsense way. Tantra means it becomes highly a kind of potential upasana. It is not used for to kill somebody, to destroy something, and it becomes it's a black magic. No, black magic is not tantra. Tantra means it's a serious upasana. So through the music, through the mantra, through the rituals, even through the understanding, we are able to gain the capacity of what we want to get more than our human beings, the limit of human being. Therefore, Vedanam Samavedaha, Samaveda becomes, the Samaveda mantras, when you chant, the fruit is available within a short period of time, because the Samaveda, you become Homakunda, you become the Havis, you become the Hotru, everything. Devanam Asmi Vasavaha, I become Indra Devata. Among all other Devatas, as we seen, they are called Devatas. Whenever, in English, you put the word G-O-D, God. If you put the G in a capital form, it shows and it symbolizes about the God who is endowed with Maya, who is told in Shvetas Pataropanishad, Mayantu Prakritim Vedyat Mayinantu Maheshwaram, that Ishvaraha, and who is controlling the Maya and who is beyond our reach. If you put a small letter G-O-D, God, it symbolizes this celestial being who were even human being before. Because of their Anushtana Bala, because of their tapas, because of their proper upasana method, they are provided different sharira after death of human body. Even one person who is, provided a separate heaven by Vishwamitra Rishi called Trishangu. It is possible because karma can give more capable, the karma can give more capacity, that is proved. Always it is proved, and many people they are not able to believe. So my small logic, when you go to gym, so gym has got lots of equipments, that too nowadays, varieties of equipments. So 25 years ago, so there were not this much of equipments nowadays. The dumbbells means it has got so many varieties of dumbbells and so many varieties of bench press and so many, see, I don't remember even those equipments names. If you take the dumbbells and do like this every day, practice that, dumbbell won't budge, but your hand, your muscles will develop their strength and muscles will also increase. It will grow like very strong. Why? The regular karma, that regular karma. It's grossified karma, therefore you are able to understand, you could feel the prayojana. That's what I said. The first day when your coach says, just do the dumbbell. If you say, I don't believe it, I don't believe it. If I do the dumbbells, how can my muscles will increase? In fact, when you do the dumbbells, your tissues which are damaged, they can rejuvenate. The system of rejuvenation is practiced by making the dumbbells, practicing dumbbells and weight lifts, bench press and whatever those, activities are taught in the gym. And people are crazy about it because they want to have a proper structure of the body, therefore they go. Because a male means they should have the proper structure. No. A male means, Purushaha means one should have the control over the mind. He is known as Purusha, according to our Shastra. Yes, of course, they should have the strong and strength, In the same way, these rituals, they have their own potential capacity. If you follow them according to their norms, you will definitely experience the fruit. I am telling not to the people who is atheist. I am telling to the people who are non-atheist, who is believing the God, but they don't believe the strength of the rituals. Often I receive the questions, doing Abhisheka, offering too much of flowers and offering saris and so many materials in the fire, they are going vain. No, they are not going vain, because there are so many devatas, they are receiving. Agni becomes one more devata. So Vazunam Pavakas Chasmi, in the next verse, in the forthcoming verse, he is going to narrate it. Therefore, these all rituals, they have their own prayojana. If a person is following many rituals which are very powerful, he can gain different sharira. Different sharira means the body, the device which is more capable of living, called celestial being. Among those celestial beings, if you have more punya, you will be given the sharira of Indra, the power of Indra. That Indra is me. Though the Indra always afraid, has the fear of losing his post, but I am Indra. Indra means that which makes Indra to Indra, that power, that capacity, that glory is nothing but me. Indriyanam manaschasmi. Every organ has the capacity and talent in its own field, but mind has capacity, to see, to connect with all the organs. Mind is a great invention and which is endowed with lots of mysterious. Though the science, they divide, at present they divide into three categories, the unconscious mind, pre-conscious or subconscious mind, the conscious mind. The mind is mind. Mind is only one object which understood as the subject. Only Shastra alone is able to prescribe or describe what exactly the mind is. The glory of mind can, it can have a lot of memories. There is no limitations of human memories. Because a computer, it should have its own capacity. We call it a RAM. Okay. So if you buy a laptop, you should see the RAM. There is a kind of limitations of the RAM. But mind doesn't have the RAM. I have seen a person, so one who has by-hearted all Vedic mantras and also by-hearted 1 lakh shloka of Mahabharata. He can continuously chant whatever that he learnt. So he learnt within 5 years. It's a wonder. God has flourished him that Medha Shakti, the mind which is endowed with Medha Shakti, and that Medha Shakti differs man to man, people to people. So Sakshat Saraswati exists in him, and many people become jealous towards him. But everybody, we have our own talent. You need not to imitate, you need not to compare with anybody. Like Indra's post, it has got its own glory. If you have that much punya, you will be provided Indra Pada. In the same way, here, like the mind, which is very subtle to realize, because we have to use mind to understand the mind. We don't have other valid instrument. The mind is the everything. Therefore, Manayeva Karanam Manushyanam Bandha Mokshayoho, said by our rishis. Mind alone reason whether you become samsari or you can become moksha purushaha. That is what the message about the mind. Therefore, that mind which is endowed with all mysterious things. And you know one thing? Our parents cannot provide our mind which exists in the subtle body. They can provide only the physical body. Yes, you have to be aware about it. Our parents, they don't have the capacity to produce, because their system only is capable of producing this physical body, gross body, which is known as Thola Sharira in Sanskrit. They don't have the capacity to generate, to create, or to manufacture a subtle system and causal system. No, that subtle body and causal body which continues from the last birth and which will continue also to the next birth. The mind alone, only one evident of this subtle body. Otherwise, you won't understand that you have the subtle system. If you have the mango, you should have the mind to realize the taste which are experienced by the taste buds in the tongue. Therefore, mind which is a glory, that's nothing but me. Bhutanam Chetana Ahamasmi. I'm the life among all the being. This becomes one more mysterious, because the medical science are digging what is life. And in simple manner we can understand that death cannot be diagnosed properly. Somehow we make the inference Admi Gaya. So that inference we cannot validate it. Shastra doesn't validate. The person who is attained Jiva Samadhi, according to the medical science, for them they have died. According to the medical science, he has died, he has passed away. But Jiva Samadhi, one who can exist and one who can establish his Jiva in his Sharira. We are not able to fix, when Jiva enters into the body and when it goes out of the body. The Jiva travels. Something is missing after death. During death, we lose something, we don't know what we lose. Even sleep is not able to describe it properly. What happens in the sleep? We lose our consciousness. This is what a simple explanation is given. But Shastra says, Layam Bhavati. How it Layam Bhavati? So it has got its own method. Even Pralaya has an order. Earth goes into water, water goes into fire, fire goes into air, air goes into space, space disappears, Layam Bhavati in the consciousness. In the same way, when this body is being buried or it is being burnt, all tattvas, they have their own order to resolve in their own source. That's what Chetana means, life, life. The aliveness, that aliveness is me. The very much life is me. Pranan is one more word in order to indicate the same life. But here he says Chetanatvam, Chetana. The life source is me. The next words, Rudranam Shankaraschasmi Vittesho Yaksharakshasam Vasunam Pavakaschasmi Merushikharinamaham. 12 Adityas were introduced in the verse number 21. Now here 11 Rudras are introduced. Okay, there is one very valid mantra is available called Shri Rudram. There Shri Rudram has got the Shatarudriyam. It is also known Shatarudriyam. They call it Ekadasha Rudra. They establish 11 parts. These 11 parts, they indicate all of them are 11 Rudras. The who is amidst, in the center, is known as Shankaraha. This Ekadasha Rudraha, that Shri Rudram, it brings all the names. Om Namo Bhagavate Rudraya, Namaste Rudramanyava Uto Taishave Namaha, Namaste Astu Dhanvane Bhagobhyam Utate Namaha. It goes like that. So there is a very powerful mantra. When the Rudra Abhisheka, Abhisheka means Rudra Abhisheka. When you do Abhisheka of Lord Shiva or Shivalinga, you have to chant this Shri Rudram. When you do Abhisheka of Mahavishnu, you have to chant Purusha Shuktam. They are equal. These Rudras are 11 in number. Ekadasha Rudras. Among them, I am Shankaraha. Sham means Mangalam. Sham Mangalam Karoti Yaha Shankaraha. Because in Shanti Mantra, Shanno Mitrashyam Varunaha, Shanno Bhavatvaryama, Shanna Indro Brihaspatihi, Shanno Vishnurukramaha, Namo Brahmane, Namaste Vayo, Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi, Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahma Vadishyami, Rutam Vadishyami, Satyam Vadishyami, Tanmamavatu, Tadvaktaramavatu, Avatu Mam, Avatu Vaktaram. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. This is called one of Shanti mantras. Shanno Mitrashyam Varunaha. Shanno means Naha. May the sun deity and Varuna deity bring auspicious to us. That auspiciousness is known as Sham. Sham Karoti, Mangalam Karoti iti Shankaraha. Among these Ekadasha Rudras, I am the Shankaraha. Vittesho Yaksharakshasam. There are varieties of people called Yakshas. This Kubera becomes one among them. When I took my students to Badrinath, so there the Kubera is kept near the Badrinarayan, and people asked me to get the coin which was placed in front of Kubera. They say you have to protect, you have to keep this coin with you for lifetime, it will multiply like anything. I only knew Badrinarayana, now I am aware about Kubera. because many people, they go every year to have to place the coin to bring back. That we will continue from next class tomorrow. Harihi Om. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.